A very, very happy good morning to everyone. I'm going to try it one more time because I want to awaken the people online. Those poor individuals are sitting by themselves, whereas you have each other here. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Right. So good morning to everyone that's joined us online. We have over 800 students with family members, I'm hoping as well, friends that are supporting you to join us from Zambia. Some of them are from Kenya, Botswana. So welcome and thank you for giving up your time to invest firstly in yourself. And thanks for considering Regenesys. We're really proud to host you this morning at 165 West Street, our heart and home in South Africa, in Sandton, the epicenter of Regenesys. We have homes across Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Zambia. Now I was going to give you Rwanda. We're almost in Rwanda, Mauritius, Namibia. If I've missed anything, tell me, everyone. And then also moving along the east, we've been in India for just over a decade as well. So we welcome you to join our alumni of over 500,000 students in a journey of 28 years of Regenesys, people. Right? So it's just not you coming into a class feeling all alone, right? This is who we are. This is who we are as a people. And our focus for 28 years has been very unique, very unique. When you look at our branding everywhere, you'll see these words. For online, you may not see it, but I'm going to say it. We're nothing without the slogan, awakening potential. One man, one vision that you'll get to meet very soon today was just a thought of how to revolutionize education 28 years ago. Too premature for the time, I must say. Conscious leadership. So our unique offering is really awakening potential on multiple levels. Every individual is endowed with IQ. And we provide the environment to awaken that potential. But awakening just IQ is not enough. We have a program called Personal Mastery embedded in our curriculum. But more than the curriculum, the ethos of why Regenesys exists. So what is personal mastery? When you study with Regenesys, not only will you learn the theoretical background and the nuances to make you the best student and the best graduate, but underpinning that, we teach you through personal mastery what emotional quotient is about. Because when you can understand yourself and master yourself, that is when you can lead others. Am I right? Right? So it's about self-mastery, emotions, knowing how to bring out the best in yourself and others. But IQ and EQ, let me tell you, will only take you to a team leader position, a supervisory position, and if you're hardworking, a management position. But we don't want people to come here to be in management. When we talk conscious leadership, our vision is to make the world a better place through you. So you need to understand more than just managing self and others. How do you take over the world? And that is where SQ comes in, the third quotient, spiritual intelligence. Now, we don't teach you religion. And we respect all your different religious opinions. We talk about spiritual intelligence. Fundamentally, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Indrani Reddy. I have the privilege of serving Regenesys as COO. But when we talk about spiritual intelligence, I'm coming back to Indrani Reddy. Beyond the title of COO, beyond the name and label of Indrani Reddy, who am I? What are my talents that I harness to make this world a better place? This is what conscious leadership is about. Spiritual quotient teaches you, who am I? What impact do I want to make in the world? People, profit, sustainability, and the planet so that generations from now can look back and have a better world because you existed, because I existed, because Regenesys existed. The fourth Q is physical intelligence. Now, we've all survived a pandemic. But sadly, each one of us knows, not one, probably minimum 5 people close to us. We know their names and where they lived that did not survive this pandemic. So we don't want all these big visions and big dreams and the next pandemic to come and just wipe us out. Right? This is the vehicle. The body is the vehicle to take us on our journey, to fulfill our dreams, our aspirations, and make the world a better place. So we need to take care of the body. So on the 5th floor, on this side, Bontle is in the room. I saw Bontle and Zinchle earlier. Our personal trainers look after your physical fitness with us. But more than just physical fitness, it's your mental fitness, right? Your emotional fitness. And all of this is combined through our high-intensity programs, led even by our sales executives in the room, like Beatrice and Winnie. High-intensity programs, our running clubs. Our tennis club is headed up by none other than our chairperson. So if you ever want a game on a Saturday afternoon, get in touch and get our personal trainers to book a slot with you with our chairperson. Give him a good game and a good beating too, right? So we've got tennis, we've got running, hiking. That's my passion. I love to go out in nature. Don't put me in a gym, right? Then we talk about financial quotient. One of our companies is called Regenesys Investment Fund, headed up by our KI expert, Aniki van Rooyen. And typically on a Friday, you can catch her on ENCA and MoneyWeb, giving her views on what's happening in the markets, locally and in foreign investments. So at Regenesys, we bring in financial intelligence so that you can make money, not just by paying time, but by investing. Right? The last intelligence is professional quotient, and in your last semester with us, Denanda Talent, which is our recruitment agency that works for our graduates and external clients, will take you on a journey of what professional quotient is all about. How do you show up for an interview? But before you get there, who are you again? Who are you as a brand? What value system do you resonate with? That before the person meets you, you're able to utilize your social media platforms far more effectively. So there's resonance with your brands on all platforms, right? Preparing a CV, how to show up and role play in interviews, taking your goals from all your personal mastery programs and putting it into a professional being that you are ready to go out and either conquer the world as an employee or become a entrepreneur. That's also another unique value at Regenesys. I mentioned there's 500,000 alumni, a presence across 180 countries. We have faculty both in India, Europe, South Africa, and Africa. And our faculty is defined by their industry experience. So we bring in industry experts into your class to be able to turn your theory into industry knowledge. Some of the thoughts that you're going through when you're at Regenesys today and online, and you considering your future of education, becomes the value for money. And I want to touch on that. When we talk value for money, value and price are not the same things. There's no institution other than Regenesys that has an academic center of excellence. What does our academic center of excellence do? So for our students that are struggling with particular subject matters, I'm going to stereotype here. It'll be that economics class. Ron Bortas is so unhappy I'm mentioning economics. But it'll be, come on Ron, you know that. It's that accounting module or that economics class. You know, you're getting into, and that is just putting the brakes on you completing this bloody qualification. You're almost there, but you're just struggling with that. The Academic Center of Excellence will recognize you through your assignment marks and your exam marks and realize you need help. So before you contact us, we'll contact you and say, we're not so happy with your assignment marks. Come into a tutorial with us. So over and above having facilitated lectures, you are having academic support at no extra cost. No extra cost. Thank you, Regenesys. You have a team of customer service agents that will remind you. When I was studying, nobody reminded me. I got, I did the orientation and I got my roadmap of a calendar. Nobody reminded me if I got the date wrong. If you got the date wrong, sorry. I remember a friend of mine got stuck in traffic and on the way realized he was preparing for the wrong exam. I remember that story, and he said, the traffic, I'm going to use these words, the traffic screwed me up, but I screwed myself up more because he was actually going for the wrong exam and said there was no point in going. But here at Regenesys, we remind you and remind you and remind you, right? So that you are not only prepared, but you show up for the right exam. So there's a huge universe of support around you. Who better to hear this than from someone who's an alumni of a bachelor qualification and about to get onto the red carpet this year to walk across the stage with a gown for his master's than one of our current students. So I'm going to introduce you now to someone that needs no introduction. He chose a name from the Bible. So clearly, his heart was in the right place. And I never asked you, Tegiso, why you chose that name. But I'd be very interested today to hear why you chose Proverb. But this is a seasonal entertainment professional with over a decade hosting South African talk shows, being on radio, being the anchor for DJ Fresh. I gave my age away, to all of us in the 90s, bopping up to DJ Fresh. He was the guy behind the scenes making it happen. And he's boasting 2 decades in television, radio, and now boasting that he's about to become a master's student, right? So after publishing 5 albums and a DVD, he's also now published 2 books. His latest one being on a healthy mindset. And he's really somebody that resonates with the value system at Regenesys. He's taken a long time to get there on the academic journey, but what I admire about the student was he never thought it was too late. He thought, my time is now, and I'm going to grasp this opportunity, and he's done phenomenally, scraping his knees, trying to get and meet those deadlines, and having a host of support from our academics as well, right? So I'm going to give you one of our favorite TV presenters that used to host in 2017 the Prism Gold Presidential Award for Media Personality as well of 2022, and the Hope Givers Foundation as well, Legend Award of 2024, none other than Proverb, Tegiso.
Inderani, always so awfully kind to me. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Inderani, please. Folks, if you wouldn't mind. Let me also acknowledge our directors, our leadership at large, my colleagues that are joining us today, and all of our friends that are joining us online as well. A very good morning to you all. As Inderani correctly says, I am Teboho Tegiso. I go by Proverb. I wish there was a more profound story as to why I chose that name. Truth is, Inderani, it was a nickname in high school. It kind of stuck. But in hindsight, I'm glad I chose that name because I feel like I've kind of grown into that. Firstly, being a pro with the verbs, right? See what I did? But also, from my studies, my personal mastery, conscious leadership, I also believe there's something to that as well, where one has definitely lived to that. Folks, by introduction, Tebogo Tekisho, as I mentioned, hailing all the way from Kimberley. I'm going to try and keep my story as short as possible. Inderani so very kindly mentioned the accolades, the achievements and the end results, which is always the bit we see, right? And admittedly so, whenever you do talks, interviews, invited somewhere, you only ever speak about your successes, the progress, the end result. You see the book being published. You may see me hosting South African Idols on Metro FM, winning awards and the like, but you never really know the journey before that. So please indulge me for a second as I share the story of how it all went. Short form, always wanted to be an entertainer. Realized how brutal, unforgiving, short-lived entertainment is. You reach your sell-by date, you reach the proverbial glass ceiling. Another youngster, invariably more popular, with greater social media following, better well-spoken, went to better schools, speaks better than you, presents better than you, is there to replace you. Then all of a sudden you realize that there isn't anything planned or that you've put forward for the next day. So I then consciously embarked on a journey to empower myself, engaged Regenesys, who firstly humbled me immediately. Immediately, it was a humbling exercise. I came with my experience in inverted commas, my little TV bravado and confidence and, my fantastic private school English. Why? They said to me, look, that's all good and well, but you have to start from the beginning. Everything that you have done up until this point is insufficient, and if you want to then join Regenesys and awaken your potential, we have to knock everything down here, start with a clear board, and then immediately from the very beginning. So I embarked on my BBA. Within the first, I think, 2 weeks, I was ready to tender my resignation. I said, this is too tough. I can't manage. It is, mind you, I hadn't done much studying up until that point, right? So what I'm arriving at in terms of my point is that through the support, they insisted, held my hand. We literally bugged down to the individual. I think every single one of my lecturers at one stage, I had their personal cell phone numbers, all sorts of hours, because the schedule is unpredictable, but supported, held my hand, and can I tell you, for the first time in my entire life, in my entire academic life, did I not come out with a couple of distinctions, people? Please. You understand what I mean? And that's not any individual skill, talent. That's only testament of the great support that I had enjoyed. After completing my BBA, I then did what is called an RPL, a record of prior learning, where my managerial experience, industry experience, and of course my now attained BBA, made me eligible to then take on my MBA. That was a whole beast on itself. Now, I want to kind of rush through the initial bit so that I can get to the bit I want to land on. So we obviously did, the MBA. It was over 2 years, very difficult, entailed a lot of research, doing assignments. My dissertation, which I got another distinction for, by the way, side note. Thank you. Did my dissertation and all that. But here's what I want to land on, and Inderani also spoke of it. What I have found most transformative was not so much what I learned. It was more who I became in the process. So we did a module called Personal Mastery. And believe it or not, I struggled the most with this one because it's not something that you read in a book, you read in your study guide, you do research, and then you go and answer questions, right? Which is usually how it goes. This one, I had to introspect, look as to who I am, what my attitudes are, what my thoughts are, what my beliefs are about about my mind, about my feelings, my emotions, about my finances, about my professional journey. So it was all a personal interrogation of who I am. And I must tell you, once completing this thing, it really reformed how I engage with the world, how I engage with my peers, with my colleagues, how I research and find information, how I explore different concepts that challenge my own belief system. It almost rewired who I was down to my DNA. And now, which is actually my last module before I complete my MBA, I'm now doing something called conscious leadership. Man, I wish I could tell you how exciting this is. Because again, it challenges our belief system, who we are as people, if we are in leadership roles or pursuing leadership roles, how that's to be done. Empathy is a theme that definitely surfaces a lot. So I've done my first of my 2 assignments because I still want to graduate in April. And what I'm trying to tell you folks is my journey at Regenesys, what has been most transformative is who I've become. You know, how I think, how I leverage opportunities, how I engage. So since then, because many want to know, and so what? What happens after you complete or with these qualifications? Then what happens? I hear we don't speak enough of that. We always encourage each other. Go study, go and enroll, go and register. And the big question, certainly for me, and I wonder for you as well, is, and then what happens? So I do have to tell you, and please, this is not to, as we say, flex on you. No? Okay. Two respondents there. It's not to show off or to speak yourself up, but I do have to show you the results of it as well. Otherwise, I'm just, talking shop here, right? So since then, from an entertainer or rapper, even a smaller category, I have been able to serve on the boards of Flight Center, Flight Corporate Traveler. I have served on the board of the South African Music Rights Organization. I co-owned a production company. Thank you so much. Production company that was responsible for South African idols. I have published 2 books, one of which was award-winning for Best Biography at the Mind to Page 2025 Awards. My second one, which was published last quarter 2025, is I even have copies here available for you if you would like. I have a property portfolio. And not to say it's all the monetary success. It's to say these are the results. These are the fruits. This is what I can show you. This is the practicality of the opportunities I've been able to leverage. Indarani, I haven't shared this with you because it's a little sensitive and close to home. But I want to tell you, since sharing the progress on my master's, so many institutions have made contact. Please come do your doctorate with us. Come do your PhD here. Come and study further. And I have said, no, thank you. I know exactly where I'm going, and that is to Regenesys Education, because I have seen what it has done, and I know what it can continue to do. So my challenge to all of you is, if you want to transform your lives, transform your thinking, give yourself access and a chance at a different life, you know exactly what you need to do. But I suspect I'm already preaching to the choir, because there's a reason that you're all here. Something made you come here, right? So now it's just to confirm, yo. Let's just confirm this thing and get it done. Folks, with those few words, I say thank you so much for your attention. I give back to Indarani. Thank you.
So Proverbs giving you the highs and the lows and the transformation. But I want you to talk to them about the times where you quit multiple times, right? Right? What were those moments? Okay, apart from twisting his ear as well, literally, right? And trying to get to him at the airport so that he would submit the assignment while he's on the flight. Like, prepare on the flight so that you won't miss this assignment. That aside, talk to our students that get into a state of stuckness, because you've got a family to take care of. You've got a very hyper agile professional career where 1 week he's in New York, He'll come back into the country, do some programs, then he's flying to Paris, then he's going back into the US, and this became an obstacle for you on your journey. I want our students to hear this because too often we feel we're the only ones overwhelmed, right? What pushed you, apart from the support, what pushed you inside?
Thank you so much, Inderani. And listen, that couldn't be more accurate. It's unforgiving, it's brutal, and please, by any let me create the impression that it's easy, it's a walkover. I maybe spoke of a 5-year journey, and in 10 minutes, making it sound like you just kind of cruise from one to the other. At many points, including at the very beginning, you have this temptation because it's easy to quit, to give up. Because you often feel like, oh, I work anyways, so I'd rather go do that than continue this bloody assignment because Inderani won't just stop getting on my case. And you know what? I don't want to make light of the support, Inderani, because there were many stages in the journey where that's all I had going for me, where all the odds were against me. I had all the reasons to quit and to give up. And had it not been for, the foresight that yourself and the leadership would often have to say, you're so close. If you just change this 1 or 2 things, if you just spend the extra weekend on this, if you just redo this, if you just improve this, and knowing that you've got so many people that are counting on you, not to mention your own personal aspirations, your family legacy and all the like, but knowing that there are so many people counting on you, have faith in you, see the potential in you, that sometimes awakens in you. Because as human beings, life is so brutal, so harsh sometimes that you end up knocking yourself down, right? And so you often need just to have a support team, people in your corner, somebody in your corner. So my kids happen to be of schooling age. My daughter now doing second year university, but my kids during my studies were of school going age. And it's so contradictory to say to them, do your best, study, but I'm not. I am not. So there's also a sense of responsibility to set an example for my children, which was further motivation to keep pushing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Proverb. Yeah. I'm going to introduce our chairperson. And I like the last time we did it, it was actually a throw line from one of the, from Ohale. He was talking about his journey. And I said, this individual is an I can person. He can only see what he can do. He really can't see things that are not possible. It does not exist, not just in vocabulary. It doesn't exist in the mindset. Dr. Marco Sharavanya started his journey into Africa some 30 years ago as a development monk, wearing an orange garb, coming in because a Croatian-born individual did not know what real poverty was. So he was coming to save the poor people in Africa. Yeah. Sounds like a romantic idea, but he made his way through from Kenya, Malawi, taking buses and on, trucks and trying to make his way to get to South Africa. So quite a tardy journey. And I think that can only come with, I don't know whether that's stupidity or naivety, people, when you think you can be that brave. And a young 20-year-old making his journey into Africa where we've lived, right? And we know what crime is like, and we know what hardship is like. So that's naivety at its best. Not only did he settle down in Orange Farm, but he built a successful project of a school for children that couldn't otherwise afford access and didn't have a school nearby for them some 30 years ago. And recently, very proud to announce that last year he adopted the program as a community program of Regenesys, taking his life full circle, and a clinic to ensure that there was medical treatment and health facility for this community in Orange Farm. Fast forward, we now have the serial entrepreneur that has businesses in 3 continents, in Europe, Asia, and Africa, businesses that vary from travel to hospitality to tech in IT, building phenomenal systems in AI, and still running a business in education. So the only thing that changed was he wanted to make the world a better place wearing an orange garb. And today he wants to make the world a better place as an entrepreneur through education and awakening potential. Some of the accolades for this, for his alchemist nature and being a catalyst for societal change has been the 2009, he was a finalist in the Ernst & Young World Entrepreneurship Awards. He holds a PhD in performance management, and I hope he also shares today some of his challenges in his academic journey of giving up, 12 times over to get the PhD. We look at him and all he has and we think it must have come easy. But I think underpinning this phenomenal human being who's jumped out of an aeroplane, flied a helicopter, apart from just running a business, raised a family of 2 phenomenal daughters, is that he's always been focused on his purpose of making the world a better place. And that didn't change from being a monk to a serial entrepreneur. Let's welcome our chairperson, Dr. Marco Shadavanya.
Thank you, Indrani. Good morning to all of you, and good morning to all people online in different countries. Prophet, thank you for those kind words, and it was really nice to listen to you about your own personal transformation at Regenesys. I know also that many times Regenesys let you down in terms of our admin systems and technology and assignments, exams, and it's so nice to see that you've forgotten all the bad things, just good memories, have remained. So thank you for being part of Regenesys' dream. We have a common purpose, common dream, and you're part of our dream. Thank you for being part of our dream. To potential students, I know there's one question in your mind today, why Regenesys? You have options probably. You have probably applied at several universities, at WITS, University of Johannesburg, Pretoria, and you have to make decision, Regenesys or someone else. So I'll try and help you to make the decision. Okay. And I will try not to do really marketing. I will not try and sell Regenesys. Maybe it may look like, but I'll try my best not to. I think Indrani and Proverb have sold Regenesys already enough, more than enough. Okay. So I will really try to help you to make the right decision because it's a big decision in your life. The decision you're going to make, it's going to determine what's going to happen next 20, 30 years. Are you going to become financially free, millionaire, billionaire? Are you going to get your education, get your master's degree, doctorate degree? Are you going to become healthy and fit? Are you going to make difference in the world? Are you going to help people? Are you going to help your own family? Are you going to achieve your dreams? Are you going to grow and develop on every level? That's a big decision in your life. Okay, so you have a choice basically between Regenesys and other, let's call them public universities. So if you look at next 20 years, what's going to happen most likely is Regenesys is going to grow. Regenesys has grown last 28 years. We started from an idea, just a seed, just an idea, as Indrani said. And today is an institution with 12 schools, 12 countries, 500,000 alumni. And we have clients from Microsoft to Samsung to Mercedes-Benz, and or alumni, CEOs and mayors and presidents, media personalities like Proverb, Gauteng Premier Panyatul Sufi was an MBA graduate and doing currently a doctorate with us. So an amazing journey from zero to where we are now in 28 years. It was really a true miracle. And we continue to grow. So the next 10, 15, 20 years, Regenesys is going to continue to grow. Currently, we are largest online education institution in Africa. In Africa, people don't know that. We are the largest business school in Africa. People don't know we have 1,500 full-time staff. People don't know we have 500 staff in India. People don't know we have a company called Digital Regenesys that provides upskilling programs in data science, AI, 12 countries in Africa from India. People don't know we have 110 experts in technology and AI. People don't know we're starting the School of AI. Nishal, maybe just say hello to people. People don't know that Regenesys is leading in terms of digital transformation, in terms of AI. So future of education is very much going to be determined, by our ability of education institutions to transform digitally and to embrace AI and to become leaders in AI. And Regenesys is leading that race, leading that game in Africa currently. Okay. We've grown the last 4 years exponentially, in terms of number of students, in terms of number of staff, number of countries, And the reason why we have grown is because we are very entrepreneurial, we are innovative, we are purpose-driven. Okay. The question you need to ask yourself, are public universities innovative? Are they entrepreneurial? Will they be able to transform in terms of AI, in terms of digital transformation? Are they government-owned? What happens if government stops giving them billions, of rents? Are they going to collapse, Are they going to become more corrupt? Is the quality of education going to deteriorate, Are some of them going to change their names, My co-founder of Regenesys, Dr. Vivian Williams, did his master in psychology at Medunsa. I'm teasing him now. Vivian, where did you there's no Medunsa now, it's changed name. People will not remember in 20 years there was a Medunsa. The point is, that's the decision you have to make. You have to look at long term, It's not about, 100,000 rents more or less in terms of fees you're going to pay. That does not count because you're talking here about 50 million rents difference, that your education will make impact over 20 years. That's a really long-term decision, So what Regenesys is going to offer you? Massive alumni of 500,000, 190 countries across the world, You're going to get personal type of care about which proverb was saying, You're going to make sure that that all of you cross the line, But we're going to make you work hard, It's going to be brutal. It's going to be hard work, It's going to be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, unslept nights, and conquering a lot of fears. You're going to go through amazing transformation at Regenesys on every level. And Rani was talking about different levels of transformation, And so I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the transformation you're going to go. Because you're going to become superhuman being after Regenesys. Superhuman being. Okay. On intellectual level, you're going to get degree, And you're going to get a degree if you go to WITS or University of Giant or Pretoria, But at Regenesys, you'll not just get degree, you'll get much more, Obviously, degree, you're going to learn, you're going to develop intellectually, you're going to develop, thinking skills, communication skills, presentation, analytical skills. You'll be able to apply management tools and models, manage people better, project strategy, technology, culture, organizational development, and technology, and AI, and all of that, That's IQ. It's only one thing. Universities are going to give you, to a certain extent, Regenesys is going to get you. What we going to give you more than that, is these other intelligences that Indrani was talking about, So our slogan, which is Awakening Potential, we believe that each one of you has a greatness, has a divinity. There's a seed in each one of you to become great, there's divinity. Because each one of you is a special human being. You're one of 8 billion people in this world. No one else like you. Okay. So the potential. There's a potential. There's a seed. Seed. Big tree which is 50 meters big. Before one day it was just small, tiny seed. So there's a potential in each one of you to become great, to achieve greatness. The potential in each one of you to become Mandela. The little Mandela, Martin Luther King, Gandhi. In each one of you. There's Elon Musk in each one of you. And Jeff Bezos and all these billionaires. There's a potential in each one of you to become billionaire. There's potential in each one of you to become saint. Like Jesus or Moses or Muhammad. You just need to behave saintly and you'll become saint, It's very, very simple. The point is, we believe that each one of you is divine. You are one out of 8 billion people. You're not born on this planet for no reason. You're born for a special purpose, a special mission. You're not born just to eat, sleep, and procreate and die, not remember. You're born for greatness, And at Regenesys, we're going to help you to believe in your own greatness, It'll help you to break your own self-limiting beliefs, break your own fears. That's what we're going to do. We're going to help you to break your own fears, to learn to love yourself, to learn to believe in your greatness, to learn to believe they're special, to help you to learn to accept that it's okay to be rich, to help you to break fears of money and change relationship with money. Because all of these are self-limiting beliefs we need to change. Problem is here, it's not outside. Enemy is within us, That's a personal transformation proverb was talking about. Introspection, self-reflection, and winning and breaking these weaknesses, self-limiting beliefs, inner enemies, fears, shyness, jealousies, lack of self-love, lack of self-respect, lack of self-esteem. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to help you really to awaken your potential and to achieve your dreams. The reason why you're here is because you have dreams. You want to achieve great things in the world. You want to help your family, your community. And only when we do that, we will get our own happiness. And primary propensity, everything we do in our life is in search for happiness. So only when we dedicate our life for greater cause and for a purpose, we'll become happy. Money can give you only so much happiness. Degree and power and name and fame, probably I'm sure you'll agree with me, can give you only happiness. But when you help other people, when you live your life for a higher purpose, that will give you happiness. So it'll help you to find your purpose in life. Because without purpose, what's the point? You don't know where you're going. You're going to go 5 years in one direction. You're going to change direction. Go in circle and spend 15, 20 years at the same point. When you find your purpose, you go, you make progress, you make difference, you change lives. You get happiness and meaning. You make the world a better place. You justify the reason why you're born on this planet Earth. Okay. So that's what we're going to help you to achieve your purpose, to achieve your greatness, to achieve your dreams, to make the world a better place. And that's why I believe, as probably said, you came here for a reason, to become part of this greater dream. So I want to thank you for coming here and choosing Regenesys. I hope you all are going to sign up, and not only you're going to sign up, you're going to get your friends and colleagues, get 100 people so we can create a revolution, so we can make the world a better place. That's the reason why we all came and what brought us together to this event, Yeah. Okay, it's a little distraction up there. Yeah, okay. So, I wish you good luck, and wish you good luck on your journey, and God bless all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's give Dr. Marco Sharavanya another round of applause. I think that was deeply inspirational. He introduced a gentleman that I'd like to stand up, Dr. Nishal Kushia, who's joined us in our academic team this year. And very soon you'll hear about our launch of our School of AI. And what we're really trying to do, very much like how we brought in personal mastery, we want to be at the cutting edge of where technology and AI is in your qualification as well. So at Regenesys, we're going to be integrating AI across all our programs this year, building practical capacity at every level, from foundational AI literacy to advanced application. I'm not going to go into such detail with it. You'll meet Dr. Nish heading up the School of Technology. I'm going to call upon our faculty now, who you will meet, and they will go into I'll announce the rooms. So if I can identify with the faculty that you're interested in for your qualification, you can make your way straight. Like, you know how Dr. Marco says, when you're focused and you go in that direction, you just head straight to that faculty member, okay? So let me start with our dean, Dr. Sibo Kumalo. Dr. Kumala is as agile in the classroom as Dr. Kumala from Soweto with Kaiser. Was he with Kaiser Chiefs, sir? With Kaiser Chiefs. So Dr. Kumala will give you input into our doctorate program. He will be supported with the postgrad program by Dr. Keneals. Dr. Keneals will be in the Ratan Tata room. Dr. Kumala will be in Lounge 1, that's around the corner here. Dr. Keneal will also do the postgrad in project management and data science. Ms. Linda Kutsia, CEO of our Skills Academy. So for the programs in skills, you'll meet Linda Kutsia in Lounge 2, that's also to my left-hand side. Our School of Health Sciences, Dr. Rowan Govender, I've seen you here earlier. School of Technology, Dr. Nishal, supported online by Dr. Rajeshri. School of Technology will be in Jack Ma. Okay. The School of Public Management, Right? This school is very, very sacred to us. You know, this is the conscious leaders that go out in government policy and making the world a better place through consciousness, you know, eradicating the rife world of corruption and poverty. So that's head up by Noah Trevor. Notice we only employed him because he was so close to Trevor Noah. Okay? So you will be in Steve Jobs with Noah Trevor. Our School of Economics, Mr. Ronald Boertes will be in the Mahatma Gandhi room. Mahatma Gandhi is across from me. Our business school will be supported by Luyanda today in the Nelson Mandela. So you'll make your way outside of this area to the right of the reception desk. Thank you, Luyanda. Our School of Education, Dr. Kamala Patha will be in Mother Teresa. That's in that angle, straight across from me. So what's good about our School of Education? Our School of Education is training teachers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This is where the shortage for our future generation lies, upskilling our children in maths and science. So please connect with Kamala Patha. Have I left out anyone? School of Law. Last but not least, Advocate Kevin Mulunga will head up our conversation in the auditorium today. Let's give them a round of applause. We look forward to you connecting with them. I look forward to seeing you not today, but on that red carpet like Proverb is going to get onto, like many students that have passed through to make up that 500,000 alumni. We have our Director of Alumni here with us today as well. Karina Marius, come to the front as well. So this is an individual that's connecting you across the globe in a network of our alumni, right? So why are you here today? I want to hear you say awakening potential. They're going to say awakening and you're going to say potential, right? Our student recruitment team headed up by Winnie, Mayank, Beatrice. If you ladies and gents, Thomas, Rakesh, if you can come here so our students also know who they need to meet once they've consulted with our academics as well. All of you, awakening. Guys, look at how few of them there are. They're louder than you. You're going to have to do better. 1, 2, 3. Awakening. Let's get signed up. Thank you, everyone. To those of you online, please don't forget to join the links for the same rooms online to get into the classroom. Thank you very much for joining us today. We look forward to your orientation in March. Thank you very much.